Hello, what's cooking, Boca? It's Lorianne with the Boca Voice, and I'm really excited to be here in Mizner Park today to bring a little piece of New York to East Boca Raton. We are at Junior's Restaurant. If you haven't been to Junior's yet, it definitely is a restaurant you should put on your list. They are open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and we are going to sit down today with both the owner and the executive chef and get a sneak peek into some of the goodies you can have while here. Let's take a look. So it's my pleasure to introduce to you the owner of Junior's Restaurant, Kevin Rosen. Thank you so much for sitting down with Boca Voice today.
Thanks for coming.
So I want to know, because this is such a special treat to have you in town here, let's talk about this family history, third generation.
Well, my grandfather actually started on the same location in Brooklyn that we are now in 1929 with a restaurant called the Enduro. And in 1950, he decided to change it and started Junior's, which opened on Election Day 1950.
Wow.
Yeah, and he decided that he was going to have the best cheesecake in New York. So he did laboratory-like testing, which really means he just went and bought everybody's cheesecake and tried it.
Smart man.
With his head baker, who was Eichel Peterson at the time. And they created the recipe that we still use today.
Oh wow, that's fantastic. I didn't know. It's nice to know that history.
1973 was voted the best in New York by New York Magazine, and that's pretty much what started the us being famous for cheesecake. However, as you'll see in a few minutes, we're a lot more than cheesecake.
That you are, for sure. I love all the locations that you have in New York. I'm so excited to have you here in Boca Raton. So let's find out what made you come to Boca Raton from New York?
Well, after having several restaurants in New York and Connecticut, we decided, well, let's follow the New Yorkers. You know, it's fun. I used to be in the airport and I would see the orange and white striped bag coming down to Florida when we didn't have a restaurant. So kind of like, okay, if they're going there with the cheesecake, let's just bring it to them.
Okay.
And decided to open up in Boca.
All right, so you have a huge anniversary coming up.
We do. It's our 67th anniversary, Election Day.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And we're going to be celebrating. On that day, you can get a slice of cheesecake for 67 cents with any entree.
Wow, great deal. You can't beat that these days. Okay, so everyone knows about their famous cheesecake, but the showcase stopper is in the center of the table. Let's talk about that.
The New Yorker, huh? Well, the New Yorker was actually started in New York at one of the New York stores, and it's basically starts with a vanilla shake with some strawberry syrup, and then we put our famous strawberry cheesecake on top of it. And it's really tricky to eat, but it's pretty good.
I'm sure it's worth it.
Yeah.
It looks like it is. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to the Boca Voice viewers today. We wish you continued success with all of your locations.
Thank you. Come back anytime. You're welcome.
All right. Thank you. Pleasure. Stay tuned. We're going to continue now with one of the chefs here and talk about other foods other than dessert. So this is Executive Chef Steven, and he has prepared a wonderful table filled with delicious items off the menu. Thank you so much for sitting with us.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
So why don't we start? Whatever one you would like to choose first.
Sure. Up front, we have the classic Reuben. It's our corned beef that we make in-house, specially shipped down from New York, specifically for us.
That's one of my favorites for sure. I love
Absolutely. We have our baby back ribs up front. We have a pastrami burger, otherwise known as our G burger. It's served with Swiss. Comes with side onion rings and French fries. And then a new dish that we just got was a pastrami smoked salmon salad. We actually smoked the salmon in-house.
Very nice.
Yes.
That's interesting. So tell me, what is your favorite?
The pastrami smoked salmon.
Oh, really? So I'm going to have to try that. And you said it's new?
It is. It is. When we opened up about a year ago, Alan and Kevin had asked me to come up with a couple new dishes, and the salmon was one of the first ones that we tried.
All right, very nice. So, as always, we appreciate you watching these videos every week. We hope that you enjoyed all these delicious items today and the special interview with the owner as well. We hope to see you here at Junior's. Thank you for following the Boca Voice. We'll see you next week. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you next Thursday. Thank you so much, Chef.
Thank you. See you soon in Mizner Park.